What is up, Digimon fans? Today I'm bringing you guys an extra special video where I give you guys everything you need to know before buying Digimon Story Time Stranger, coming out on October 3rd. It comes out this week. This is ridiculous. We're gonna go over what platforms this game is on, what the different digital and retail version exclusive versions of the games come with, and then I'm also gonna be breaking down which version I think is the best version you guys should be buying for your money. There's multiple different versions of this game, both retail and digital, and I actually think there is one version that is a cut above the rest. It's going to be the best bang for your buck. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting things off, we're going to be talking about what platforms you guys can actually play this on. So it's going to be on PS5 and Xbox Series S and Steam. I'm going to be playing the Steam version, but I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what platform are you planning on playing it on? What platform are you currently playing the demo on as well? The demo has been so much fun so far, and I cannot wait to play this game on October 3rd. Like I said, I'm going to be playing the Steam version. I wish I had a PS5, but it's just not in the cards for me right now. I know a lot of my buddies are playing on PS5, and I don't know anyone that's playing on Xbox, but if you guys are playing on Xbox or PS5, let me know. And I also want to say, I really wish this game was coming out on the Nintendo Switch too. I really wish it was coming out on the Switch too, and I think when we finally get a complete edition, maybe sometime next year after the full DLC has run its course, I think we will eventually get a Nintendo Switch 2 version. So for you Nintendo fans, maybe you gotta wait a couple more weeks for Pokemon Legends ZA, but you will probably eventually get one that has all the different stuff we're gonna be talking about built into a complete edition, probably within the next year or so. So let's talk about this. There are, again, like physical and digital versions of this game, and they come with different things. So there's the physical Ultimate Edition of the game, which is $120. Again, all this info is going to be available from With the Will. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you guys want to read it for yourself. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and kind of go over what the different editions are. Let's scroll down to this graphic right here. So I just want to say, I know a lot of different YouTubers have gone over like what comes in these and what they think, what version you should buy. This is just my opinion. But I'm going to list everything that I know about this so far, and if you agree with me or disagree with me, I would, implore you to let me know in the comments below, and we can get a discussion going. So if you just want to buy the base game, it's going to be $69 for the $69.99, so basically $70 for the base game. And I actually think if you're someone who's going to be buying like the base game, and that's all you really want, you might just want to wait. Digimon games go on massive sales all throughout the year. Bandai is a company that makes tons of sales on Steam, on Nintendo Switch, on PlayStation, all these different platforms. Bandai games are always going on sale. Like, you could probably get this game, or you could probably skip this game and pick it up in like January for like half off. So if you're someone that just wants to play the game and you don't need to play it right now, you can definitely just kind of wait. I know like Cyber Sleuth, like the complete version edition, is sometimes on sale for like $5 for like both games. Digimon Survive goes on sale all the time. Digimon World Next Order goes on sale all the time. So I think eventually, maybe sometime in next year, this game will start going on massive sales if you want to wait. But that being said, the base game is $70 upon release, and there are some incentives to get the game upon release. Right up here, you can see the pre-order bonus. So the pre-order bonus comes with a few things. It comes with Agumon Black and Agumon Black and Gabumon Black, and the only way to get these Digimon that we know of so far is to get this pre-order bonus. So if you're someone that wants to collect all the Digimon, or these are some of your favorite Digimon, pre-ordering the game will allow you to get them. I don't think they're going to be available in the actual game, but I haven't really looked at the data mine info yet, so I don't actually know. But from what I've heard, this is the only way to get them. I'm assuming it's going to be something similar to how they ran the Guilmon event in Digimon Survive. If you pre-order Digimon Survive, you could get the Guilmon as like a playable character. And I remember I didn't pre-order Digimon Survive. I got it like a month after on one of those sales like I was talking about. And not having Guilmon was kind of lame, but I thought I'd be able to go into the eShop and get it on the Switch. And I couldn't. It wasn't until recently they announced the Guilmon that you could just pay like a couple bucks for on the eShop. So if you're someone that's going to be waiting like 2 or 3 months and you know that you want the, Agumon and Gabumon, you might just want to get the pre-order version so you always have those. I think in the complete edition, like I was talking about, that's probably going to come out within the next year or so, that will probably include the Gabumon and Agumon Black versions. But if you're going to be playing this anytime within the next few months, I would probably recommend the pre-order version, just to be able to make sure you actually get those. You also get access to some, school costumes that we can see all the characters in over here, as well as like an adventure item set, which basically just comes with a bunch of items to make like the actual story easier. I think it's gonna be like healing items, some enhancement items, stuff like that. So you get that for pre-ordering any of these different versions, the standard edition, the deluxe edition, or the ultimate edition. I think it's a pretty good incentive to actually, pre-order something. I wish we got like, physical stuff that we could get from a pre-order if we were doing like a pre-order from like a GameStop or something like that, but that's not really going to be the case. We're going to talk about some stuff that you can get in just a sec, but I think I'm probably going to pre-order this game. I will say that. I'm probably going to pre-order this game because I want access to these Digimon as soon as possible. The black evolutions of them are some of my favorite evolutions in the game, so as a collector, I think this is going to be something that's worth it for me. If we go down to like some other things that are going to be included in some of the other versions, I guess we'll run that down right now. That's going to be the deluxe edition. Let's take a look at the deluxe edition right here. And the deluxe edition comes with the base game. It comes with the black Agumon, black Gabumon, the school uniforms and stuff like that. But it also comes with this right here, which is the DLC packs. So the DLC packs are going to contain 5 additional Digimon in 3 packs, and I think it's 5 additional like mega evolutions. So it's like 5 mega evolutions based off of like mons that aren't in the base game. I think what they're going to be doing is using different Digimon lines that like are more nuanced. I think the Digimon Beat Break anime is probably going to be popping off around then. They might have like a Digimon Liberator pack, might have like an Atmon pack or something like that. I think that's going to be kind of cool. So you get 15 like new Digimon with like 3 different little story routes to unlock all of them. So the DLC is going to be pretty good for this game. We're probably going to get DLC every 3 to 4 months. This DLC will probably be something that you can buy in the form of a season pass that you can unlock whenever you like. But if you're going to be if you plan on getting the DLC, you might as well just get this deluxe edition, because you would get the Agumon and Gabumon, you would get the DLC, and you would get the Golden Moai item, which we don't really know what that does yet. It's very, up in the air. Some people are saying it's going to help in changing your personality. Some people are going to say it's going to give more experience. I don't really know what the Golden Moai item does, but being able to get the DLC, you also get the deluxe edition bonus like costume art for Cybersuit. So if you're someone that actually played Cybersuit and you like these uniforms and these costumes, I think costumes are going to be a really fun part about this game, just changing all the different costumes. I think it'd be a lot of fun to use the Cybersuit costumes every once in a while. I will say, I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler here. The deluxe edition is probably the edition that I'm going to be getting, and this is going to be $99. It's going to be $100 because I'm someone who is going to want to play the DLC anyways, and I think that like that's just going to be basically the price of the DLC. On top of it, you get extra costumes and stuff like that. You get the Golden Moai item. These were things I was planning on buying anyways, and I want to have it right from the start of the game, in addition to the pre-order bonuses. So since I have to get the Agumon and Gabumon from pre-ordering the base game, I'm probably going to be going with the deluxe edition. I think it's the best bang for your buck because, again, you get all the pre-order bonuses, you get all the DLC, you get the base game upon release, and it's stuff that you realistically would be paying for anyways if you wanted to play the DLC. Sure, you could wait and see if all the DLC mons are ones that you like, but from what I think the DLC is going to be, it's probably all going to be those like heavy hitter like mons from like recent anime and stuff like that you might. There's probably going to be like a Liberator one. There's probably going to be, let's see, there's probably going to be a Liberator one. I wouldn't be surprised if they had an Atmon one. I think that could be really cool. Digimon Beat Break. They could also have, the Digimon from like the Vital Bracelet series, as one of them too, like Pulsemon and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. I'd be happy to see stuff like that. So I think the DLC is going to be a lot of fun for this game. I also have like little different like storyline things to unlock all those as well. The last thing I want to talk about is the Ultimate Edition. You can get this in physical or digital. If you get it in physical, it comes with some cards, which we're going to talk about in just a moment, but it comes with everything else that we already mentioned. It comes with the Black Agumon, Black Gabumon. It comes with the all the different 5 additional Digimon like DLC things. So you get the 15 different megas with the additional episodes and the Golden Moai. But then what you get for the Ultimate Edition is the ability to unlock Gabumon and Agumon's like special, different evolutions like way earlier in the game. There's some like end game megas that you can get a like route for way early in the game. So it makes getting some of the best Digimon in the game a lot easier. And I think the main reason the Ultimate Edition exists is it has just a ton of different costumes. You get the Cyber Sleuth costume set up here, and then you get the you can have, there's 4 different types of costumes. There's the tamer costumes, right? So you can be like Tai or Kari and stuff like that, or TK, or all of them can dress up as like Digimon. You have like Patamon, the main character guy dresses up as like Agumon. They basically dress up as who they would be the tamer of. So like the main female girl would be like Gabumon and Kari. I don't remember what hers is, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. They're all fun. I think it's Palmon and Mimi, right? That's Palmon and Mimi, and then, like, TK and Patamon. And then the last one is, like, a swimsuit set. I think that's actually, you know, pretty on brand for Bandai to do something like that. So I think that's kind of cool. You get, like, a lot of different costumes, and I think all of them have little quests involved with unlocking them as well. So that's kind of cool. I think the last thing that you get is the Cyber Sleuth BGM pack. So you have, like, Cyber Sleuth music attached to your game. I think being able to change your music in these games is really cool. And you get the costume public safety suit and supplies sets. You get like a lot more in-game items as well as like some really cool suits. So it's basically just completely cosmetic stuff for the Ultimate Edition, which is why I think for the best bang for your buck is going to be the Deluxe Edition. It gets you everything you need, gets you the DLC, gets you the mons that you want, and you don't have to get the fluff. And you get a little bit of fluff, I guess. You get a little bit of costume set. So they could have just included all this stuff in the Ultimate Edition. The fact that we get the Cyber Sleuth costumes in the Deluxe Edition is really, really cool. So that's going to be what I would recommend, is the Deluxe Edition for $99. I'm going to go down here again. Like, it's $70 for the main game, $100 for the Deluxe, $120 includes the game, pre-order DLC, Cyber Sleuth costumes, all the different stuff I already mentioned. Let's talk about some other things that you can actually get. So this is going to be the Collector's Edition. Now, I think the Collector's Editions are sold out like basically everywhere, but I think these are $200. They come with like a 100-page art book. They come with 4 different cards of the TCG. They come with a Jupitermon Wrath Mode statue. I think it's really, really cool. I don't think that I would really recommend getting something like that. You know, I'm someone who's like, I'm not trying to be a penny pincher here, but you know, we do a lot of before you buy content on this channel, and I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I'm going to pre-order it probably today or tomorrow. You can pre-order all the way up until right before the game comes out, so there's no real rush to get those pre-orders in if you want to get those pre-order bonuses. But I don't think it's worth it to like spend $200 on like a statue and an art book when like I personally don't have a PS5. You know what I mean? I don't think that that's a you know, wise use of your money, your bang for your buck in this situation, especially because like this is going to be a game that within like a year or two, it's going to be on sale for like $15-20, I think, on a lot of the different platforms. So if you're a really big fan of these, you might be able to just like buy the cards separately on other platforms. You might be able to pick up this book for like 10 or 15 bucks and not have to drop the $200 for it. I think the collector editions is cool, but it's just not really my jam. And there are physical versions of all these games. You can buy them at your local game stores and stuff like that. And I think the physical version of the Deluxe Edition, which is right here, it comes with a collective, the Ultimate Edition, I'm so sorry. If you buy the Ultimate Edition, like in a physical box, which is all the one with all the different costumes and stuff, it comes with an Agumon card. So pretty cool stuff. If you're a fan of the Digimon card game like I am, I think these cards are pretty cool. I don't know if they're ever going to get reprinted. I don't think they're going to be ones that are, you know, game-breaking or required to be a competitive player, but it's cool that, like, you know, they still give, like, cards and stuff like that in boxes. I remember, like, they did that with a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh games. That was a big selling point for those as well. So, again, running down the prices, right? The base game will be costing $70. Where's that right here? So the base game's standard edition, $70. You can buy it whenever you want. You can wait 6 months, a year, pick up a, you know, a complete edition or like a much heavier discounted version. But if you just buy it, you know, within, you know, any time, it's going to be $70, which is a lot. I know it's so much, guys. It's so much for like just a game in the year 2025. The Deluxe Edition costs $100, but it comes with all of the DLC. Both of these, if you pre-order them, you get the pre-order bonuses of the Agumon and Gabumon, and then the Ultimate Edition unlocks all these different costumes, all the other things previously mentioned, and that is going to be $120. And again, I know that people like, you know, CarnieX and like Gym Leader Ed have all gone into like really, really extensive breakdowns of what you get in these different bundles, but I really don't think that you need to go that deep into the Ultimate Edition. Even if you're a really big Digimon fan, I don't think you need to. It's almost double the price from the standard edition of the game for just some cosmetic stuff that you can probably also buy on DLC. And usually on a lot of these different platforms, when like Bandai hosts a sale, all of their DLC goes on sale too. So like if you really want to get some of this stuff, it's probably going to be available as a DLC just to buy. And if it's like $5, $10 each, and you get them on sale for like $1, $1.50 when Bandai hosts a sale, like that might be a better, you know, way to use your money. But again, let me know if you guys are excited about this game. Let me know what version you plan on playing it on, the PS5, the Xbox, or Steam. And if you guys have any other questions about this, please think about reaching out. Let me know. We're gonna make a ton of content on this game. We already have a bunch of guides up, so if you guys want to know some stuff about this game, we've been talking about different evolution trees, personality skills, different top 5 list of things you guys can be working on. If you guys have any ideas for stuff you guys want to see us cover on this channel, please think about leaving a comment. Let me know. Drop a sub while you guys are down there. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.